Welcome, Axis Athletes, for another This Week at Axis post. We're going to go over this week's workouts. I'll go in detail. I'll tell you where you need to push and maybe where you need to hold back a little bit. So here we go. On Monday, we're starting off with 4 sets of 6 reps with the back squat. So we are starting at 60%, going up by 5% each round. So that final set, that 4th set, it's going to be at 75%. After we do our strength portion of the back squat, we're going to get into a repeat from 2 weeks ago. So you're going to get a chance to increase your performance on this workout compared to what you did 2 weeks ago. It is 5 rounds for time of 20 seesaw lunges, 10 on the left, 10 on the right, 10 push-ups, and 5 burpees. So your only goal here is to match or maybe even do a little bit better on this workout than when you did it 2 weeks ago. All right, you're going to see that theme a lot this week. I used the workouts from 2 weeks ago just for that reason, so you can try to improve just a little bit, because that's what it's all about. Progressive overload isn't just about increasing weight. It could be increasing reps. It could be decreasing time spent doing the same amount of work. There's lots of ways to improve on our workouts when it comes to progressive overload. All right, on Tuesday, it is a 20-minute AMRAP. 5 strict pull-ups, 10 kettlebell strict press on each side, 15 American kettlebell swings, 20 plank pull-throughs, and 25 sit-ups. So again, compare this to what you did 2 weeks ago. Look at it ahead of time and try to do 1, maybe 2 more rounds this week than you did 2 weeks ago. And that's how you know that you're improving. On Wednesday, it's bench press. Again, 4 sets of 6 reps, 60, 65, 70, and 75%. Now, if you do not have a 1 rep max to base those percentages off of, that's okay. Just try to go slightly heavier than the week before. Followed by a Tabata of push-ups and gorilla rows. Okay, so good accessory movements to what we're doing here. Push, pull. Push is the push-ups. The pull are the gorilla rows. You're going to get a 2-minute break after that Tabata, and you're going to get right into another Tabata of ring dips or bench dips, followed by plank rows. Again, push, pull. All right. On Thursday, we're doing some work with the overhead squat. So you're going to get some practice with the overhead squat. And we're going to run you through a nice demo with those overhead squats using just a PVC pipe, just to get used to the movement. Some of you more advanced athletes are really good at this, and that's great. But a lot of newer athletes struggle with this movement. It's more about mobility than it is strength. So just give yourself a little leeway if you have a hard time with the overhead squat. There are other options. You can do a front squat, a goblet squat, or even air squats. We just want you squatting, using the legs, using the glutes, hamstrings, quads, and your core. Followed by partner Nancy. So 2 weeks ago we did this one. 5 rounds each for time, 15 burpees, and 15 overhead squats. Now the normal CrossFit workout Nancy is a 400-meter run followed by 15 overhead squats. But obviously with the snow and weather here in upstate New York, we're going to substitute the run with 15 burpees. Now, 15 burpees can seem very overwhelming for a new athlete, someone who is not used to this type of activity. What I want you to do here is to find a number that feels good for you and try to stick with that through all 5 rounds. Now, depending on the individual, that might be 10 reps. It might be 5 reps. Find what works for you, okay? And just stick with that throughout this workout. On Friday, deadlifts. Again, 4 sets of 6 reps. We're backing off 5% compared to the back squats and bench press. So it's 55, 60, 65, and 70% for those of you that have 1 rep maxes to go off of. If you don't, again, don't worry about it. Just try to go slightly heavier than you did last week. That's why it's really important to log your workouts into SugarWOD, especially the amount of weight that you're using for each movement. So that way we can try to get progressively heavier. And that's how you get stronger, progressive overload. Deadlifts are going to be followed by a chipper partner workout that you saw 2 weeks ago. You're going to complete 150 reps of each of dumbbell snatches. You're alternating on those and kipping pull-ups. So each partner ideally is going to do 75 reps of each movement. So a good scaling option for the kipping pull-ups, because we know not a lot of people can do kipping pull-ups, or at least not everybody, are going to be jumping negative pull-ups, where you're going to jump your chin above the bar, hold yourself steady for just a split second, and lower yourself all the way down to full extension under control. Now that is a very taxing movement. We're not going to expect you to do 75 reps of the jumping negative pull-ups. I think somewhere around 45 reps total would be good for somebody who has a good level of strength. If you're just starting out with these jumping negatives, you might want to lessen that even more. Okay. Alternating dumbbell snatches is the other movement there. That is a great movement. It's fun. It's effective for working the posterior chain and getting the heart rate up there. So that combination of alternating dumbbell snatches and kipping pull-ups should really get that heart rate pounding. This should be a fun workout where both partners are working, doing the same amount of reps. Okay, guys, so that's Monday through Friday for this week's workouts. Don't forget, our clothing store is open. Check it out. There's different designs, different types of clothing we're offering this time. Also offering other items such as book bags and some other stuff in there. So check out the site. It's on our Facebook page. And have a great week. And we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.